The 4 essential steps to finally think in English without translating. Have you ever wished you could just think in English, naturally, effortlessly, without that constant mental back and forth with your native language? You hear someone speak, and instead of instantly understanding, you pause. You translate. You rearrange the words in your head. And by the time you're ready to respond, the moment has passed. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. But here's the good news. Thinking in English is a skill, and like any skill, it can be trained. Today, I'm going to walk you through the 4 scientifically grounded, brain-based steps that will help you rewire your mind to process, understand, and express yourself directly in English. No translation needed. These steps mirror how children acquire language, how polyglots become fluent, and how your own brain learns anything new through exposure, connection, decision, and creation. So let's dive in, step by step. Step 1. Listen and absorb. Perception and comprehension. The first step to thinking in English is to train your brain to receive and understand English directly, just like a child learns their first language. A baby doesn't speak for months, but they listen constantly. They hear words while seeing actions. Water is said while holding a cup. Sleep is said at bedtime. Over time, the brain links sounds to meaning without translation. You must do the same with English. Listen daily to English through videos, podcasts, music, or conversations. Even if you don't understand everything, avoid translating words into your native language. Instead, connect English words to images, situations, or other English words you already know. Set your phone, computer, and apps to English so the language surrounds you. Practice hearing similar sounds, like ship versus sheep, to sharpen your ear for natural speech. The goal is not to understand every word, but to let your brain get used to English sounds, rhythm, and patterns, so it starts expecting and recognizing them automatically. Step 2. Decide how to respond, decision-making. Once you understand English directly, the next step is learning how to respond in a way that sounds natural to native speakers, not based on your own cultural communication style. For example, in English, it's common to say, "That's a good point, but I see it differently," when disagreeing politely. The way people express excitement, give compliments, make requests, or show hesitation follows specific cultural patterns. To develop this skill, practice imaginary conversations, like job interviews, customer service calls, or casual chats, and respond as a native speaker would. Observe real English speakers in movies, interviews, or shows. Notice how they start conversations, soften criticism, or show empathy. Role-play both sides of a discussion, for and against a topic, to build flexible thinking. Learn when to use formal language, e.g., in emails or presentations, and when casual speech is appropriate, e.g., with friends. This step helps you choose the right words, tone, and phrasing based on English communication norms, not your native language habits. Step 3. Build sentences directly in English. Language formulation. The final step is forming your thoughts and sentences directly in English, without first creating them in your native language and then translating. Fluent speakers don't translate. They use natural English structures, word combinations, and expressions that sound native. For example, they say, "Make a decision," not "do a decision." They use phrases like, "I've been thinking," or "it's worth trying," as ready-made chunks. They apply grammar patterns automatically, like conditionals, "if I had known," or phrasal verbs. Look into, give up. To practice this, focus on high-frequency sentence patterns and practice them until they feel automatic. Learn vocabulary in phrases or chunks, not as single. Words switch between formal and informal styles in the same. Conversation to build flexibility, speak. Under time pressure, explain an idea in 60 seconds to force your brain to skip translation and use English patterns instantly. When you master this step, your speech becomes smooth, natural, and fast because you're thinking in English, not translating into it.